Guys, I think there's a boat down there.
This show has garnered immense popularity from the time it premiered on Netflix in April 15, 2020. Created by Shannon Burke, Jonas Pate, and Josh Pate, Outer Banks is a teen mystery drama series set on the North Carolinian Island. Today we're going to be talking about Outer Banks Season 3, release date, new cast, trailer, and latest news. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Mania. Make sure you stay until number 1, because you don't want to miss out on what interesting romance pairings that could happen in Season 3. Find out if there would be a pairing for Cleo, who plays the newest Pogue. Number 10. Confirmation from Netflix about Outer Banks Season 3 renewal. On July 30th, 2021, Outer Banks Season 2 dropped on Netflix and promptly climbed to the top of Netflix's most-watched titles. Netflix is yet to confirm the future of the show after Season 2, but the show is such a hit, it's just a matter of time before Netflix gives the green light for Season 3. Speaking with DUTER, the show's co-creator Jonas Pate said that he and his team would have enough material planned out for 5 full seasons, let alone 3. So let us wait for a possible 3rd season renewal in the next few weeks. Number 9. Outer Banks Season 3 release date. While we are waiting for a formal announcement from Netflix for the next season's renewal, let's calculate the approximate date on which Season 3 will be released based on how much time Season 1 and Season 2 took to release. About 3 months after Season 1 started streaming in July 2020, it was renewed for a 2nd season. Filming reportedly took place between August 2020 and April 2021. Season 2 dropped just a year later from Season 1, even in spite of the show being filmed in a foreign country during a pandemic. Season 3, if renewed, would likely come out in late summer, early fall 2022. We're all keeping our fingers crossed. Number 8. Trailer of Outer Banks Season 3. It is way too early for that, but fans are eagerly waiting. Season 3 will definitely replicate the success of Season 1 and 2, or even surpass it. We will likely see the first trailer for Outer Banks Season 3 a few months before the premiere date. For now, expect to see the trailer in 2022 sometime. Number 7. Story so far in Seasons 1 and 2 of Outer Banks. The show revolves around a group of teenagers who live on North Carolina's Outer Banks. The wealthy Cooks and the poor Pogues have long-standing feuds and fight often. The story kicks off when Pogue John B., Chase Stokes, and his friend find a sunken ship after a hurricane. Eventually, the friends find a parcel from John B.'s missing father that includes a map and a tape recorder. Dad tells John B. to go for the gold. The teens start looking for the gold, and John B. falls in love with the cook, his boss's daughter Sarah, MADELYN CLINE. John B. and his friends miraculously find the treasure, but it is snatched by Sarah's father. By the end of the season, John B. and Sarah find themselves on a boat, and the boat capsizes, and the Pogues are told that the lovers are dead. Actually, the couple is rescued by a passing boat headed for the Bahamas, which happens to be where Sarah's dad has stored the gold. In Season 2, Sarah and John B. had been continuing their quest for the treasure. Reuniting with the rest of the Pogues in Charlotte, the gang managed to dodge Ward, Rafe, and newbie Carla. The season draws to a close with Carla on her way to meet with John B.'s father, whom many assumed was dead but is not. He vows to help track down the Shroud of Turin, some sort of magical healing cloth that was meant to have been hidden in the Gold Cross. But in return, she must help John B. with his friends. Number 6. Cast that will be in Outer Banks Season 3. It is likely that all the key members of the cast will return, including Chase Stokes as John B., MADELYN CLINE as Sarah, Madison Bailey as Kai, Jonathan Davis as Pope, and Rudy Pankow as John B.'s loyal buddy JJ. Carlacia Grant will also probably return as Cleo, Charles Easton as Ward Cameron, Drew Starkey as Sarah's scary brother Rafe, Julia Antonelli as Sarah's sister Wheezy, and Austin North as Topper, as well as Elizabeth Mitchell as Carla Limbry, and Charles Halford making his return as Big John. Number 5. The plot of Outer Banks Season 3. The Season 2 finale has left many loose threads that need to be answered in Season 3. The Pogues ended up on a deserted island after escaping the Cameron ship without the treasure. Outer Banks co-creators and showrunners Jonas Pate, Josh Pate, and Shannon Burke told Entertainment Weekly that the resourceful crew are not going to give up going after the gold. The Pogues certainly have a lot to deal with once they make it off the island. Though Ward and Rafe Cameron got away with both the Royal Merchant Gold and the Cross of Santo Domingo, the Pogues have the loyalty of Ward's daughter Sarah. Considering Rafe's murderous tendencies, another confrontation between him and the Pogues is going to happen. There's also the huge reveal that John B.'s dad, Big John, is still alive and has teamed up with the show's newest villain, Limbry. Once the Pogues learn about John B., it will be a game changer for the whole series. We've got to wait and watch. Number 4. What have the cast and crew said about Season 3? Many of the Outer Banks cast and crew have shared their opinions on what Season 3 may bring. Josh Pate told that Big John's return will be a huge part of Season 3. John B's relationship with his dad is a huge theme, and having his dad back around, and eventually they're going to meet back up, and John B has to reconcile his idealized version of his dead dad with the reality of his alive dad. For Chase Stokes, who plays John B, the Big John twist and the revelation that he might have left his son voluntarily will be a big part of John B's journey. Stokes told TV Line, "It was his choice to go out and leave his son. And what does that look like? What does it look like when a kid comes face to face with a parent who's left and chose to put him in these circumstances and has no idea what happened in the meantime?" The Outer Banks creative team have expressed that they want to give each Pogue their own major season-long arc in upcoming seasons. Carlacia Grant, who plays Cleo, told Elite Daily that Cleo's transition to the Pogue life from growing up in the Bahamas will not be easy. As for the newlyweds John B and Sarah, MADELYN CLINE, who plays Sarah, told Entertainment Tonight that she's excited for the teens to get to know each other more. Number 3. Relationship status of Chase Stokes and MADELYN CLINE in real life. For two of the cast members, on-screen romance has turned into a real-life love affair. Stokes, 28, and CLINE, 23, say they started dating after Season 1. The pair plays Sarah Cameron and John B, two people from opposite ends of the social hierarchy of Outer Banks, who start dating. After meeting on the set of the first series, MADELYN and Chase started dating too, confirming they were a couple in June 2020. Number 2. Does Outer Banks film in the real Outer Banks? Outer Banks is actually a group of islands located in North Carolina that are a pretty popular destination for surfing and hanging out by the beach over the summer. Based on what you see in the show, if you end up taking a trip to visit the Outer Banks, you'll have a hard time trying to find some of the iconic locations from the show. That's because the show was actually filmed in Charleston, South Carolina. There were intentions to film Outer Banks in the real-life Outer Banks area, Wilmington, North Carolina, but Netflix decided not to film there in the end. Once the state's anti-LGBTQ bathroom bill became law, Netflix chose to move filming locations to Charleston, South Carolina instead. Spots like Pitt Street and The Wreck, the restaurant where Kai works throughout the series, are real and located at the Old Village Historic District in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. The beach is a 5-minute drive away, and the Charleston Harbor is not that far off. There you can find Morris Lighthouse and the iconic lighthouse from the show. Number 1. Romances in Season 3. John B and Sarah are a pair already, but the other characters have plenty of new love connections to explore. In an interview with Elle, Season 2 newcomer Carlacia Grant revealed she has plenty of plans for Cleo in Season 3, including a romance. "I'm really interested in seeing this whole Cleo and Pope thing happen, if it does happen," she said. Showrunner Shannon Burke teased that she too thinks that there will be more room for romance now that the kids are all stranded together in Pogelandia. "We were basically shot out of a cannon in Season 2, and we want to have a little more room for our teen drama and teen romances in Season 3, just as a general principle," she told Entertainment Weekly. The creators are well aware of how badly the audience wants some pairings to happen. Showrunner Josh Pate told EW, "We were immediately open to Kiara and JJ getting together, because it seems like an interesting idea to explore, but we kind of left it for Season 3. While you're here, go ahead and click on one of these two videos on your screen. We'll see you there.